Hi, everybody. Can you guys see me? This is not bright enough. Okay. And I'm trying to go live on. I'm sorry. I literally just got out the shower. Like that's it. That's a thing. What is stopping this thing from going in? Okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to go live right now, and it's saying that. Oh, I'm live. I'm going live. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, everybody, 49 out. Yes, day 278. I literally just got out the shower because I had to take a shower and relax myself before I got into what I was going to talk about. So I'm just going to jump right into it. This is prime time, live story time. So here we go. Boom. So what happens is I'm talking to one of my little cousins. Now, on my mom's side of the family, I'm the oldest of my generations, like the kids that were born in 86 and up. I'm the oldest of that generation, right? So when she called me, her and Boo were going through whatever. And see, the thing is, and I felt so bad. I think this is going to be a passionate live because I got some folks that like I literally had to get in the shower and I look crazy. I had to get in the shower and calm down because she had me on DEFCON 4 and 5. I mean the 4 and the 5, the 5 and the 6. Because you know what it is? It's like when your family talks to you about stuff, it's like it's hard for me to be objective. You know what I mean? Because it's like you my family, so I'm riding with you regardless. I don't care what such and such did. That doesn't even matter at this point. They wrong and they gonna always be wrong. However, the nature of the conversation was more looking for that objectivity to say, okay, well, you my cousin, like, am I bugging? Am I tripping? Like, let me know. You understand what I mean? And so now I had to put on the counselor hat. So what made me feel bad was that the fact that it's like, damn, am I not a cousin that's showing up for you? Like, but then I had to not make it about myself because that tends to happen. People try to make things about themselves. I said, let me just take myself out of it and listen to what she got to say. So here, and I told her this was happening. I said, no, we got because it's each one teach one. You'll be surprised at the people that can learn from the situations that you go through. Oh, here we go, because we about to get surgical in this bitch tonight. Okay, so she calls and she's like, we're gonna go through the red flags. A lot of us can see red flags, but we collect them. Like we want to put them in poster boards and stuff like that. We feel like we can collect red flags. So this was the first red flags. We just gonna call this person Boo. So boom, she's dealing with Boo, and she's like, well, Boo and I decided to go to counseling. Whoa up, whoa up. Let me say, counseling therapy is not a bad thing. Therapy is great. I'm in therapy. Therapy is beautiful, and a lot of people. It may not be for everybody. It may genuinely not be for everybody. You understand? My thing is this: there's no engagement. There's no marriage. Y'all not even on wrong road. Wrong road. They not even on that. They ain't even on the road to that. So I'm like, okay, if you find yourself being with someone that you are not, marriage is not a discussion, engagement is not a discussion, some type of union, some type of domestic partnership, those conversations are not being had. And those are the conversations that I asked. So, those kind of conversations being had. No, but we want to see. The problem is this, and it happens with all of us. You want to deal with somebody's potential. They have the potential to do this. Man, let me tell you something. I had to learn the hard way. I have been engaged not once, but twice. Been engaged twice, right? And what I learned is that I could not. I told you I would never forget. I said this in my last live. I was talking to my aunt Shirley. Shout out to her. I talked to her today. Hey, Aunt Shirley. Yeah. And it's a piece of advice that she gave me is that if I could not deal with the person that's right in front of me right now, if I cannot wholeheartedly love this person, whether their potential goes up or down, it ain't for you. It ain't for you. You do not have to go to a therapy session with somebody you're not finna marry. This ain't your mama. This ain't your siblings. What are you doing? So I didn't say it like that. So I'm listening. So now I'm jotting stuff down like I'm in a whole session. I gotta make sure I got my bullet points. Right. This was the part that hit home for me. And I want everybody to understand. So a lot of people say that they want to have somebody that's reciprocal, right? That's going to sorry guys, I just got a shower. That's going to, you know what I'm saying? You be reciprocal in all areas of life. The truth of the matter is not you're not gonna get that. You know what it is that I feel like the words matter, right? And when you're speaking to somebody, you got to word that correctly to say, hey, check it out, right? You want the energy to be reciprocal. You want reciprocal energy from anybody you're dealing with. You want reciprocal energy. And it tore me down the fact that, okay, so this is one of the things, right? So her boo says, well, they don't believe in holidays. Now, I've dealt with people that didn't believe in holidays. They don't believe in certain stuff. And that's, that it is, that's, I get it. I get it. You don't, you feel how you feel and your feelings are valid. If we're together, there got to be some type of, we got to meet some type of middle ground. Where's the middle ground? Because we together, they together. You know what I'm saying? This, I mean, this person has been around for a while. As far as I know, been to the, he was at the family barbecue. So if you at the family barbecue and you come to all the barbecues, I'm thinking you barbecue boo. You there. You at every function. I didn't see you at the funeral home. I didn't see you at the family barbecue. You're there. So it's not like you not showing up like you're not there, right? Mind you, this is my little cousin, so she telling me this. So I'm like, oh goodness. And I'm doing my best to be objective, but it just breaks my heart that she's just so beautiful and vibrant. She feel like she got to deal with this, right? So I said, all right. So now I'm listening. Now I'm on DEFCON 4 and 5 at this point, but I'm listening. I said, okay, let me just listen because she called for me to listen. Let me shut up. Taboo doesn't believe in the holidays and stuff like that. Okay, granted, you got to find some type of middle ground if y'all finna be together. You know what I'm saying? At least let me have 1 or 2 holidays. Let's meet in the middle ground, right? So she expresses this to said boo. Oh, well, her big thing is Valentine's Day. Now, I know when we were younger, we would get like Valentine's Day cards from from our families, from each other. Like we did a lot of little stuff like that as kids. You know what I mean? Especially my family. Like, we were very big on Christmas. Christmas wasn't really my favorite. I'm more of a New Year's type of person. My New Year's and my birthday, and Valentine's Day. Those are the 3 days that is just like, really, I really like this. I really, ooh, little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand the Valentine's Day thing because that runs in the family. Cool. She expresses this the way she expresses it, right? And doesn't get anything. And it's not even that. My little cousin reminds me so much of me, and it's frightening how much she reminds me of myself. I remember when her mama had her, but that's besides the point. So she reminds me of me in many ways, and it's like I can't. I don't want to say should, because should is followed by shame. There's no reason you are in an intimate or romantic relationship with someone, right? And you have to tell them about the bare minimum stuff. You should not have to tell somebody about that. I don't care who it is. That's not a thing. You understand what I'm saying? It's like I want you to do things because you want to do things because they want to do it. That's the thing. And people get that so confused. They want you, well, just tell me. No, I want you to be able to think about me and say, you know what? I want you to be able to see something yellow and be like, you know what, Alexis would really like that, and get it. You want to, and there are people out there like that for you. You do not have to force any type of energy. You do not have to force any type of reciprocal energy. Don't force it. When someone shows you who they are, in the great words of Maya Angelou, believe them the first time. Because all it's going to do is keep happening over and over and over again. And what you do, you volunteer to get dragged. It broke my heart to hear her. Like, you ever hear somebody and their voice cracks? It's like, oh God, she's really hurt. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, this is happening. This is happening. This is happening. You know what I mean? And I want to tell her here live, and I'm gonna tell y'all here live. You do not have to put it within. Some of the best decisions you're gonna make for yourself are going to hurt you. And that's just unfortunate. And that's what it is. The best decisions you make are gonna hurt you. When you make a decision to start going to the gym and get healthy, you think that's easy? Your ass hurt, your arm hurt, everything hurts, your stomach hurts from doing all the crunches. You gotta eat them nasty ass vegetables. They cold, it's disgusting. Oh my God. All these creams and shakes and water. So much damn water. And now you done drunk so much water, certain water you don't even like that this time. I'm not gonna take the Dasani, I can taste the salt. Like, stuff like that. It's going to hurt. Right. So prepare for the pain, because the pain is only temporary. And trust me on this, the pain is only temporary. There's no way if you know what type of person you are, there's no way. If I'll give you I'll use myself as an example. I was dealing with a person, right? And if I thought about them, I thought they were sick or something. Not even sick. If that, I just knew that they weren't having a good day and I want them to feel better. I would send them edible arrangements, right? Or like, if I know they were sick, okay, no, let me send you this. You don't have to tell me to say, oh, I need the NyQuil. I'm not. You don't got to tell me that. I'm in tune. You want people that are in tune with you. That is that. You got to be aware of things like that. You got to be aware. Your awareness got to be up. Come on, you got to get your immunity up. You got to get your radar up. You got to get your radar up for things like this. And don't take it as a slight to you. Let that be a learning lesson. Let that be an eye opener. They don't really like you for real. Some people are just around you because you're a convenience. Other people can't do what you do. They can't go where you go. They don't have the flexibility. They don't have the time. They don't have the effort. You're a joy to be around. You're so loving. They need that. Energy drainers. And they don't even know they're energy drainers. They can't believe they haven't even come to the realization they haven't done the work. It's not you. Do you hear me, little girl? If you listening to this, I know you listen. I can see your name at the thing. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. All right. It is you because you have to take accountability and responsibility. You put said person in this place. And that's what it is about, right? Taking full accountability. Because what happens is this people, the more you tell somebody not to be with somebody, the more they run to them. You ever notice that? You ever tell somebody, oh, this person ain't shit. What they do, they be right up on them. Like, yes, they are. I'm gonna change them. You're gonna love me. They got that Effie syndrome. I told y'all about that Effie. I told you about Effie and the Effie syndrome. I told y'all about that, right? So what happens is this: what I had to do is that I could have sat there until I was blue in the face and be like, "You see this? Don't you see them? No, no, no. We got to bring the pros and the cons. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to help you navigate through. When people come to their own realization, speak to them. When people come to their own realizations about decisions they need to make for themselves, they stick to it. Why? Because when you make a conscious decision, you can't unknow what you know. Can't do you ain't worried because your big sister told you, because your mama told you, because your friend told you. Nah, those are non-factors. That don't even matter. Because the more they tell you that somebody is wrong for you, the more you're going to gravitate, the more you're going to try to prove a point to them. It's only real growth and real realization when you start proving points to yourself. Speak on it, God. It's only when you start doing stuff for yourself. That's called motivational interviewing, by the way. When you navigate a person to say, oh, wow, yeah, well, you damn right. Maybe I don't deserve this. Maybe you gotta go by your own timeline. I'm not sitting here trying to force her to do anything or anybody for that matter. You gotta go by your own timeline when you and don't push against it. Allow it to happen. Open up your heart and allow it to happen. Allow it to happen. A lot of the times we get in our own way and we block our own stuff. Why? Because it's a hard decision to make, right? Because you comfortable and complacent. You like that place. It's a comfortable place. Why wouldn't you like it? You've been there for so long. That's not okay. Okay. You don't have to deal with somebody that's not reciprocating the energy. It's not like, hey, well, I buy you a gift, you buy me a gift. I take you on a trip, you take me on a trip. I buy you diamonds, you buy you diamonds. That's not what I'm saying. And a lot of people get that confused. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is very simple. Reciprocate the energy. There's nothing wrong with reciprocating energy. Okay, if you want people to make an effort, I want you to be able to think about me and say, you know what? I know that she likes this. Let me do this. I know that this person likes this. Well, let me do that. I shouldn't have to tell you, tell you. Absolutely not. I need to put on some lotion. I'm getting ashy. Absolutely not. I told you I had to get in I was so it rattled me so much when she was telling me because her voice started cracking. And I know it is when you're trying to explain something to somebody and the person is choosing not to get it. You're choosing not to get it, but he wanted her to be so understanding. You don't understand. She understand. She understands, but what she needs to understand is that she put you in this role and she needs to remove you because she is the producer and director of this film. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? That is out of line, out of line. There's so many of us that put up with people that don't reciprocate the energy. So many of us. How many times you dealt with somebody that didn't reciprocate the energy? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not talking, and people will be quick to tell you, oh, you're doing tit for tat. Miss me with the psychology, not the psychological bullshit. Are you dumb? You're being tit for tat. Go to hell. No, you're not. You ain't being tit for tat. Just because you took me on a trip, I ain't got to take you on a trip. Just because I did this don't mean you got to do this. That's what I'm saying. I want you to do things. I don't want to have to tell you, hey, support me. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. And that's when I tell you I could relate, that shit shook my soul. I said, oh Lord, I said, girl, we need to go out to brunch, lunch, dinner, something. We need to talk. Because I've been here and I ain't going back. Several times I've been there. You do things for people because you love them, because you think about them, because they're on your mind. It's like, damn, and all she asked was for Valentine's Day. I can relate, I can understand that. I've dealt with people that don't believe. I've dealt with 7% of this person don't believe in it. It's a pagan holiday, to kill the people. I get that. But I grew up with us celebrating it. All I'm asking is for at least 3 holidays. Well, 2 holidays and my birthday. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts when you can't just get a simple card. You could have made a card. You know what I mean? You could have sent some flowers, some edible arrangements. Send something yellow. Her favorite color is purple. You could have sent her something purple. You don't have to deal with people that are not reciprocating your energy. It's not tit for tat. Don't let people bulldoze you into believing that. Because that's a crock of shit. That's what it is. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's a crock of shit. That's the truth. Okay. When after when we had our conversation now, right? Back to the story time. We having our conversation. In our conversation, I had to keep it. It's okay for you to feel your feelings. You're gonna feel this type of way. Don't stay there, but I can understand you feeling like this. Check this out. I'm in a space, and as she's getting older, I'm encouraging her to get into a space where you got to take full accountability for things. You know what I'm saying? When you put people in certain positions that you know that they don't deserve, but because you love them. But what is love really? Mm, what is love really? What is your definition of love? You know, some of us have received love in ways that we think that we just keep pushing. I'm gonna keep doing it. No matter what you do to me, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show up no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how many times you cheat, no matter what you do, ignore me, don't give me the reciprocal energy. None of that, no matter what you do, no matter how much you disrespect me, disrespect my family, disrespect everything, no matter what you do, no matter what, I'm gonna be there. It's not love, it's fucking abuse. Okay? It's abuse. And I can say that because I didn't been the abusee and I didn't been the abuser. So that's why I can speak from both sides. I get that. I was abused and I became an abuser. Yes, people can tell you that. Yes, that is the truth. You understand? Fighting against something that has become the norm. When people reject me, show me that they're not going to reciprocate the same energy. Show me they don't care that like listen, you were so right. You don't believe in this, you don't believe in that. All I'm asking you is for my birthday in 2 days, and you can't give me that. I gotta ask you to so she has to ask him to support her. I'm not gonna say what her business is because then everybody would know what cousin that is. So I can't do that. That's not okay. Okay. So I will say, what I would say is that she was like, oh, well, won't you? And I just so yo, it's so crazy how much I can relate. He tells her, well, I'm here with you every day, and I support. Yeah, but you on social media supporting your friends, right? Your friends liking their stuff, doing all type of stuff, but you can't even give me a follow. You can't do that. And that's her real life. And I can relate because this is my real life. I appreciate you guys that follow me, that look at my lives, that tune in, and all that stuff, that write the comments, that do that. I appreciate this because this is my business. I'm making this into a business for myself. This is what I'm good at. I found my niche, right? And you would think the person that you laying down with would be supportive, not behind on all scenes. I need you on all scenes because you on scenes with this person. You ain't even fucking them. Or maybe you used to, we don't know. But you're there, and I can totally understand her on that. That's not okay. That's not okay, and you don't have to tolerate that. I I say that, and I'm going to say this, and this is going to be an ongoing theme, right? In all of my lives, this is going to be an ongoing theme. Stop accepting the unacceptable. Okay, and a lot of us have grown up with doing that. Right, fighting for your love, fighting for mom's attention, fighting for dad's attention, fighting for your attention and your spot in the family, especially if it's a lot of y'all. Finding your niche, finding your way, craving that attention, all that love. Let me tell you what I something that I had to do for myself. All the love, all the time, all the energy, all the talks, all the random the gifts, all the support, all of that stuff that was given. I'm giving it to myself. I have not been realistically selfish and sober ever in my life. I find myself trying to make up for things, wanting to prove my love to people and individuals that will never respect it. And their actions show that. And you know it's so crazy. Like other people see it and they're like, oh no, I didn't. No, you didn't. How did you do it? Tell me. You should not have to beg somebody for support to support you in your businesses and what you got going on the screen, behind the screen, whatever's your real life. And it broke my heart listening to her because to hear that baby's voice crack was like, oh my goodness. and still wanting to work it out. And as frustrated as I got with her, I want to jump through the. You ever seen that movie? This is an old school movie where Bill Cosby ghost dad and he came through the phone. I wanted to ghost dad her so bad. I'm like, oh my God, this is not happening. Like, are you dead ass? Like, I can't do that because that's not okay. When somebody comes to you, whether they family or not, that's not okay. So now I got on the counselor's hat. I said, all right, well, how does it make you feel? Let's normalize talking about how things make you feel. How did that make you feel when he didn't support you? How did that make you feel that all you act, all you didn't even, and she reminds me so much of myself. Out of all my cousins, I can't say out of all my cousins. We're not the closest, but she reminds me more of myself because I don't need anything all lavish. And listen, I'm more of an intentional type of person. If you would have made a card off some yellow cardboard, razzle dazzled it up, put some effort into it, that would have just warmed my heart. And I'm like, oh, look at this. This is beautiful. And I know she's the same way. If he'd have made a card out of some purple cardboard, put some purple flowers on it, got some purple glitter, you know what I'm saying? Gave her a purple piece of candy, baked a purple cake, anything purple. She loves purple. Purple's her thing. You know what I'm saying? If you would have did any of that, that would have showed intent. Stop dealing with people that are not intentional with you. You don't have to put up with that. And people think you're supposed to put up with stuff like that, right? Because, oh, you being attacked because you did this for me. Are you out of your mind? That's the gaslight. Want to make you feel bad for how they made you feel. What in the cheese rice is going on here? You're not doing none of that. Feel bad. Didn't you cause this feeling? Didn't you implant this one? Didn't you do that? You don't have to take it. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to accept what's unacceptable to you. And you don't have to prove to anybody else. If I tell you, I'm like, yo, listen, this, and this. And you still proceed, there is no change. For her to tell me that she's thinking like, yeah, no, we need to go to counseling. So I asked, I said, well, are y'all getting it? Y'all engaged? You married? Or is y'all talks about that? No, we just, whatever. You not going to no counseling session with no grown ass man. He need to go by himself. Won't y'all go separately? I'm not saying they shouldn't go. I'm saying go separately. This is y'all not, there's no type of commitment, attachment. It's not real. When they think people tell you, they show you who they are, you gotta believe them. Okay, you gotta believe them. There's no way this girl is establishing her business, getting her shit together, and you don't support her, but you gonna support your home girl that you was jabbing and slamming? Are you dead ass? And then when she said it, I can relate to this so much. Then when she brought it to him, he like, well, you didn't say that. What the fuck? If I have to tell you to support me, I posted a video today. It was repost of Jason Lee and Remy Ma. You know they cool. And Jason Lee was like, I told you about my thing, and like, you really supported me. You repost me even without me telling me or whatever the case may be. You support me. He's like, yeah, because that's what real friends do. You don't have to tell a real friend. You don't have to tell somebody that really supports you to like your stuff, comment on your stuff, do especially if you're trying to especially if you're trying to build a business. You understand? You're trying to build something. This is something good for you. This is great. This is an accomplishment. I'm supporting you on the screen so people know. Girl, I know that's right. Big bag, busting out the burly back. Congratulations. Behind the scenes and in everybody's face. And not about everybody. You got to feel that. Genuine happy for you. People don't be genuinely happy for you. And they think they are. Don't be somebody's space filler. They just got you in a space until this person gets it right. Until they feel, oh, they mad because they can't have this person because they're not that type of whatever it is. Don't be somebody's space filler. And don't feel bad for being somebody's space filler. Sometimes that happens. You fill in a space and it's just like, oh man, this wasn't real. It's based on lies. That shit hurts, bro. It hurts. And I get it. And I know she was hurt. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to accept anything that's not for you. If it's no longer serving you, if it's not for you, get up and go. But let me tell you, things are always subject to change, right? You understand? And if you have done somebody a courtesy, and yes, I'm going to call it a courtesy. If you've done somebody a courtesy and say, listen, man, I don't feel like you're doing this. I don't feel like you're doing that. You can feel like that's what you're doing. I'm telling you, that's not how I'm receiving it. That's not what I'm seeing. And I need you to change. I need you to do something better. And they still don't do it. She had a conversation with him, she said about 2 weeks ago. Like, all I'm asking you to do is to like myself, or at least, I'm to be her what is it, a Facebook friend, Facebook or Instagram, one of them. And like maybe comment on her stuff like, oh baby, doing a good job. Or you don't have to say babe. She was like, he didn't even have to say babe. All he had to do is say, you're doing a good job. I see what you're doing. Yes, preach, whatever, whatever, whatever. Just to promote. You know what I'm saying? Share her stuff on his page, all that stuff, right? She said this to him 2 weeks ago and he ain't do it. Well, mind you, you want to go out to some type of business meeting with somebody you were dealing with, that we all seen homegirl. We know she thirsty. It's all right. I went through the same thing, and it was it's so crazy. It's got to be God. I was going through the same situation. I said, Lord, give me a sign. I felt like DMX in there. Give me a sign. I said, oh, shit, got a sign. You motherfucking right, it was a sign. Shouldn't me? Hell yeah, it's a goddamn sign. I said, now I just went to the same thing. When she's telling me, how was that? Oh, yeah, that's what I want to say. But I had to be serious in the moment. I couldn't say that. She's really going through some stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just like, damn. And he says to her, whoa, what difference does it make? Because you are my significant other. When I win, you win, we win. You thought this was a we program. Like I said, that's the problem with trusting folks, right? Because when you trust them, you have their best interests at heart. They have their best interests at heart. Who the hell has your best interests? Nobody. You got to have your own best interest. Stop accepting things that are unacceptable. And when you see something, believe it. Let me tell you something. If what you hear doesn't match what you feel, go with what you feel. And I'm gonna tell you why. We all have that intuition, especially women. But that's for all of us. All of us have this built-in intuition, and that's why I promote. You got to get your gut health together. There's no reason why your intestines is the same shape as your brain, all wiggly and slimy looking things, because they're related. When one is messed up, the other one is messed up. You eating cheeseburgers and nachos, your brain is like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's all bad. And that is true. When you start to give yourself some clarity, you start to get healthy, you start to do all of these things, it brings clarity to your life, honestly. And I'm just speaking from real life experience. It doesn't matter if it was a day or 2 days, you start to get out that fog and you become clear on certain things. You understand what I'm saying? Get clear on things. So if what you hear doesn't match what you're feeling, go with what you feel. Go with what you feel. And I know a lot of people like, why would you say something like that? Because let me tell you something. Somebody, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Yes, and you're feeling something, you're not doing that. And then you start to see it for yourself. How much more confirmation you need? Judge Lynn told us that if a person says A and does B, if a person says A and does B, believe B, because B is what's actually happening, and A is what they want you to believe. There's so many people that can keep the lie alive because they don't want to let you go, and they don't want anybody else to have you either. Some of us are just made for people's convenience, and that fucking sucks. Excuse my language. It sucks. And when you come to that realization that you are so available for this person, you're so convenient for this person, you start like, wait a minute. That is not real. Not I was Alice in Wonderland. Oh, where's the Mad Hatter? That's how we know. You need tea and crumpets to get you to that shit, baby. You about to get surgical in this bitch tonight. You understand me? It's okay. I'm here to tell you that this too shall pass. And a lot of the times we don't see that. And it very sounds very cliche. This too shall pass, and one day at a time. It's literally one day at a time. Showing up for yourself every day. And the more you show up for yourself, the more you admit to yourself and take full accountability for things, you will begin to say, okay, all you can do is focus on your part. You got to accept the things you cannot change. You can't change these people. You can't change the past and what happened. All you can do is focus on what's going on right now and what your plan is navigating to the future. You know what I'm saying? That is all that you can really do. And that is the truth. You know what I'm saying? This healing journey, this recovery journey is not for the weak. And you're not weak if you cry. You're not weak if you admit some shit that happened to you. And this is why it's manifesting in your life because you ain't deal with some stuff. A lot of y'all do that. A lot of y'all do that. A lot of y'all do that. I have done that. Coping skills. What do you think you coping from? Drinking and smoking yourself to death, fucking up your liver, excuse my language, your pancreas, your lungs, everything. You're 2 seconds over being off a respirator. All because this said situation happened. Stop allowing your coping skills to be worse than the things that you coping from. Okay? You can get through this. It's going to be hard. I don't know what world some people live in. Like they think, oh, this is gonna be easy. And I blame some people on this app that say, hey, look at me in my healing journey. I'm drinking my tea. Yeah, it's feeling great. And that can legit be true. And they can legit that could be them just for the day. Because see, when you're on a journey, it's a roller coaster ride. So you got to strap in. You know what a healing journey is like? I'm gonna tell you right now. Any of y'all ever been to Coney Island in Brooklyn? And y'all ever got on a cyclone? That's the most riggedy, raggedy ass coaster. It's like, oh shit. Like you feel like you're gonna die. You're strapping in mountain like, oh Lord, no, this is the big one. No, that's what a healing journey is. Imagine being on that roller coaster on a cyclone. In this day and age, riggedy raggedy, say ain't nobody even fixed it. We don't know what's going on out there. You understand? But you on it, and you just bouncing around. Whoa, whoa. That's what it is, man. You got to strap in and know who you can trust. Okay? Really, when you got to know who you can trust. Because a lot of us are so easy to put our hearts and our feelings and our emotion into another person's hand, thinking they can handle it. And they mishandle it. And you knew it. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us, even when you, you know, even when you know, sometimes you can love a person so much that even when you know they lying, a part of you still believes them. And I know that sounds crazy as hell, but that is the truth. I've been there. Like I've loved someone so much that even when I know she was lying, a part of me just believed her, And that is the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. If a person says A and shows you B, believe B, because B is what's actually happening. A is what they want you to believe. Absolutely not. Okay. A lot of us, I'm not going to say we play victim, but we put ourselves in victim positions. You understand what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Let's hold on for a minute. You can believe it. You can believe it. When you put a person in a position that they are not ready for, they're gonna what fuck up the bag, whatever the bag looks like. The bag is your emotions. The bag is your mental. You understand? You don't let me tell you something right here. I'm about to get surgical in this bitch. So I have had this was last year, not this year. 5 clients, participants commit suicide, right? Commit suicide over how somebody else made them feel. See, some people don't even understand how powerful they are. People talk about killing themselves, doing all type of crazy things to themselves, taking a whole bunch of pills, drinking themselves to death, all type of stuff. You gotta stop. For those of you out there who are the narcissists of the world, the ones who are the gaslighters, the love bombers, get you some help, man. Get you some help, man. Get you some help. And if you can't be helped, stay away from other people and stop hurting people, man. Don't do that. Trying to keep the lie alive to get what you want, using people as place fillers and placeholders and stuff like that. It ain't real. I had one person, I'm not even gonna go there because I told myself I wouldn't. So I'm not. I would just say this, right? Stop putting all your trust into someone you know you can't trust, even though you want to trust them. There's sometimes you want to trust people, you want to give them that. You do because you just so and they just so and they give you but it's not real. It's not real. A lot of us live in a fantasy land where we wanna make our feelings fact. We feel this way about them, so it's true. We feel like we love you, so it's true. It's not true. All right. And that's a part of your healing journey. I'm telling you, man, Sunday was woo. Sunday was rough. Sunday was so rough. Like I never had a realization or an enlightenment period like that and for very since of 2016. Where I was just like, nah, I can't. This ain't gonna work. Because I can never get cool with something I'm never gonna be cool with. I can never get cool with something I'm gonna never be okay with. There will never be a time where I will be okay with said thing, ever. That's what I had to let my little cousin know. It's okay. If you don't like the fact, if you're not okay that he supports his friends and he's not supporting you, if you don't like that, if that's not your thing, if the energy is not being reciprocated, that is a problem. People always they'll try to hit you with this. Oh, you doing tit for tat. I'm not saying because I buy you some joints, you got to buy me some joints. I'm not saying because you buy me this, you got to buy me. I'm not saying none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is that when I think about you, I want to get you something, even if it's and it's intentional. You want people to be intentional with you. You want to feel that energy. You want to feel that rub, that caress, that kiss that you know is real. I don't have to ask you for kisses. I don't have to ask you for hugs. I don't want to have to ask you for sex. I don't want to have to ask you for support and in which the way that why do I have to tell you what way I need to be supported? Because my real friends and family that I fuck with support me. So I know what it looked like. I know what a repost look like. I know what a comment looks like. I know what a like button looks like. I know what you just follow me looks like because you know that can generate money for me. I know what that looks like. I shouldn't have to beg for that, not from the person that I'm laying down with. Well, you didn't tell me. I should have to. Mm, interesting. Because you ain't got to ask me for that. You sit there and you cry your eyes out to me having a whole fucking counseling session, and I'm there. Do I want to be there half the time? Hell no. I gotta counsel people all fucking day. Do I look like I want to do that? But you do that. You go the extra mile. You extend your hand for the ones that you love and you care about. And that's the type of energy that should be reciprocated. You are worth the energy. You are worth the energy. I'm gonna repeat that for anybody else that needs to hear that. You are worth the energy. You do not have to succumb to people that are not reciprocating energy. You don't gotta do that. You don't, and it's not about money. People be, I don't have the money. It don't take anything to get some cardboard, piece of construction paper. My favorite color. My favorite color is purple. Write it down, baby. I love you. You could have made some paper shaped flowers. You could have got a 99-cent watch. You could have got a fake rose with a Snickers attached to it, and she would have liked it. You understand what I'm saying? People make things more difficult. I feel like life is a simple plan for complicated people. Uncomplicate the BS. You make it complicated intentionally too. People want to make it seem like you crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not crazy because you want somebody to reciprocate energy. Come on, man. You know how much that hurts? And it hurt me so bad. I swear, I wanted to choke the shit, out of her boo. I said, okay. I said, well, is that nigga, excuse me? I said, is he there? Like, what are we doing? Are we staying in set house? You need to go for a walk, get some ass and ice cream or something. I will come and meet you. Let's go get some ice cream. That's me. I'm in my own goddamn feelings. You know what I'm saying? I feel good today though. Today was a good day. And I washed my hair. It smells nice. So yeah, you don't have to deal with that kind of crap. You don't gotta let me tell you something. Whatever you feel is unacceptable, and you don't have to prove what is unacceptable to other people. If I'm telling you like, listen, this, and this is unacceptable to me. And if we're gonna continue to be together, I need you to show up for me in this way. But you know what I will say, and I'll say, and I gotta end this because I gotta get ready to go to work. The job is trust. Okay, made me lose my train of thought. I don't even know why I checked this email. I hate Outlook. Outlook. They need to look out for me. That's not my business. Um, made me forget what I was gonna say. Damn it. Goddamn job email. But I'll say this though, right? You are worth the effort. Okay. You are worth somebody being intentional with you. And it's like a lot of the times we deal with people that are not even paying attention to us. It's very surface level. And when you start to see signs like that and you know that you want more and you've had a conversation about wanting more and needing more, and they're still not more than what they're giving. Because it's not more in real time, it's more than what they're giving, if that makes any sense. Once you communicate that to somebody and they don't show up for you, then that's it. You can go through fights and arguments. Even that's oh, you disrespected me, like you disrespected me. And nah, nah, nah. We can get over things like that. We can work through things like that. You cannot work through things that you genuinely feel are unacceptable and dislike. Because dislike turns into hate, and hate turns into resentment. And you don't want to be laying next to somebody that you resent, and you don't want to be laying next to somebody that you resent. You don't want to resent that person, and you don't want to resent yourself for not making the proper decisions when it was time to. You know what I'm saying? You don't, and people will say, "Oh, it's not a waste of time." Let me tell you something about time, and I'll end on this. Time is the most precious currency that we have, right? So when a person takes the time out to say, "Well, I feel like you're not supporting me like this. Or if I feel like, well, like with her, it was the holiday thing. And I can totally relate. Valentine's Day is a big thing for us. It really is. You know what I mean? And she's dealing with somebody that's I'm gonna say 7%. I'm not too sure what he is. I don't know what he is. I don't want to say what he is because I don't know what he is. And he doesn't believe in certain holidays. And it's like, hey, you guys have been together for what? Going on 2, 3 years now, something like that, and just meeting in the middle. I know you don't celebrating Christmas could be a lot, the tree, the lights, it could be a lot, right? Even though you come to all of our Christmas dinners, but we're not going to talk about that. Yeah. So, or like, oh, the thing about like Thanksgiving, like, oh, I don't believe in Thanksgiving, but you're always at the table. But that's cool. We're not gonna talk about that. Let's just speed past that. For her to, say like, well, it would be nice to be with you on Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And you make it into a thing where you could just nothing to make a card. People want you to be intentional. You'd be surprised about how people have this delusion. Like when you're dealing with, I can't say a real person, but I'm going to use that. When you're dealing with somebody that's real and that really loves you and is down for you and wants you in real life in real time, all you got to do is be intentional. He could have bought her a purple ugly sweater. Do you know she would have wore that sweater? She'd have posted that stupid sweater. If he would have got her a card that just says, "Baby, I love you," he'd have sent it to her because he's like, "Oh, well, I'm at work." They have 1-800-Flowers. They have Grubhub. They got what you call it, edible arrangements. You could have went to the 99-cent store and just came over and came like, hey baby, I'm sorry, but the next day or the day after, anything like that, and still nothing. Start dealing with people that are intentional with you. You don't have to succumb to people's breadcrumbs. Okay. And I say that because I've done it. And it hurt me. Ah, it hurt me to see her like that. It hurt me to because we had to, what is it, duo or whatever it is, FaceTime duo, whatever you want to call it. And to see her face was just like just crying, and it was just like, girl, me too. And that's why I share these stories. You don't have to deal with stuff like that, and people don't understand how much that shit hurts. They don't. Why? Because they're not intentional. They're just not. And we put them in this position thinking that they will be because of their potential. But you can't date somebody's potential. That's the quickest way to get disappointed, dating somebody's potential. Deal with who you got right the hell in front of you. And if you feel like you can't deal with that person, you can't rock with them with certain things, and that's okay. Head on out. Like I said, time is our most precious currency. Do not waste it on people that are not intentional, people that are unintentional with you. You understand what I'm saying? You want somebody that's going to be intentional with you, that they think about you. They know you feeling sad, so here, let me send you this. Or hey, I know you down and out. Come on, let's go and do this. Or ooh, I wasn't, even though I don't believe in holidays. Here's a card I made you. She would have put that card. Oh Lord, that girl would have had that card. Alexis, look what he gave me. Look at the card, girl, and he made it himself. So happy. As long as the construction paper was purple. And a lot of us it's not that hard. And the fact that it's not that hard already shows you that if somebody's not being intentional with you and they're choosing not to show up in a way that affects you in a negative way, and you're verbal about what's going on, and what are we talking about? What are we doing here? All right. Time is our most precious currency. Do not, I repeat, do not waste it on anyone or anything or any place that is not intentional with you and what you got going on and what your growth is. Because if two people, I can't be intentional and you be unintentional. That's not going to work. The two don't match. It's like trying to fit a circle in a square, trying to fit a triangle into a rectangle. It's never gonna work. All right, and it doesn't have to. That's the beauty of all of this. I don't believe in wasted time. I do believe that time is our most precious currency, and that's not okay for other people to waste it, and it's not okay for you to allow another person to waste it. All right. So 4 to 9 primetime story time. I gotta get ready for work. Ain't you? I gotta get ready for work. Oh, the emails are coming in. Cheese and rice with the goddamn emails. So, I've invented emails. It's so fucking, I wish they could just send it in the mail so I can get it 1,000 years later because I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Yes, I just got to. I need to put some lotion on because I'm ashy. Yes. So 49 M. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, share on Facebook. I'm Alexis Mercer, Mercer. On YouTube, I'm Soul Shine. On TikTok, I'm Forehead and I. On Instagram, I'm Forehead and I underscore 331. So I appreciate all the love and support that I get from you guys. Thank you. Yeah, she said she should. Oh, there go the things. She shouldn't have been with him from the jump. That's what I said. If he said he didn't do holidays and she do, right? I agree. I think that's the comments. Well, how do I slide over to the comments? God damn. I can't see. All right, so y'all know next time I'll be reading these comments because I have a lot of comments on here. God, my glasses. I need to go pick those up and stop procrastinating. Procrastinating is something. Procrastination is something I got to deal with and work on. But yeah, for sure. I'm looking at the comments now. Yeah, stop accepting things that are unacceptable to you. All right. If you know you're not going to accept it, if you know you're never going to be able to get jiggy with this, if you know that it's just not for you, you do not have to prove a point. When people reject you in their space and their time and all of that stuff, it's okay. Stop running after people when they reject you and they push you away. That's something I had to work on. Running after people after they push me. Like, no, no, choose me. Choose me. You better remember who the hell you are. Are you And people bank on that too. It's sick. It's sick. We can talk about that next time. But yes, what okay, look at but yes, 49 am, and I appreciate all of you tuning in, and I will see you later.